Well, former Prime Minister Malcolm Turnbull is stepping up his criticism of the AUKUS deal. He's calling it dumb and unfair to Australia. Let's bring in political reporter Ruben Spargo now. Ruben, the government and opposition are united on this. They disagree.
Yep, Tom. Malcolm Turnbull was in his former workplace, the halls of Parliament House, earlier when he made these comments. The former Prime Minister was, of course, the architect of the submarine deal between Australia and France before it was ripped up by his predecessor, Scott Morrison. Here was Malcolm Turnbull earlier lashing the current AUKUS deal.
AUKUS is a terrible deal. It is so unfair to Australia. And the reason it is unfair is that we are paying $3 billion to the Americans to support their submarine industrial base, but we have no guarantee that we will ever get any submarines. People say, will Donald Trump like it? Well, of course he'd like it. It's such a bad deal for us. His only thing would be back of his mind, he'll be thinking, who are these dumb guys that agreed to this deal?
We can show you here the timeline of the AUKUS deal, which spans decades. It started in 2021 when the deal was signed. In 2026, the Collins class are set to be extended for 2027 when the US and UK nuclear submarines will be visiting Australia. In the early 2030s, the United States are set to send 3 Virginia submarines before the late 2030s when the UK sends an AUKUS submarine. By the 2040s, Australia will have delivered their own AUKUS submarine. It's one of the issues which sets Malcolm Turnbull apart from his former party. Peter Dutton was asked about this earlier. It was playing the issue, not the man.
Well, I believe very strongly in AUKUS, and I praised Anthony Albanese as then opposition leader for supporting AUKUS on a bipartisan basis. I think the need for AUKUS is greater than ever. And I think anyone who objectively looks at the deal that we've struck with the United States and the United Kingdom sees a capability that will underpin our security for the next century.
Tim Chalmers was also asked about Malcolm Turnbull's comments. He offered a little more warmth.
I respect his opinion. I speak to him from time to time about AUKUS and about a whole range of things. So that's not a new position that he's taken. The government's committed to AUKUS. We see it as in our strategic interests with big industrial benefits as well. It's a long-term agreement which will survive changes of government on both sides.
So, Tom, Malcolm Turnbull asked about the AUKUS submarine deal, said it was dumb and unfair in the context of Trump 2.0. It's certainly raising a lot of questions.
Ruben, thank you.